Have you ever realized that every time you see yours or someone else's child walk into a school, they may be walking into a future of health problems? If you said no, then you need to hear what I have to say. Every day we watch as our nation's children go to school and are faced with eating options that are having negative impacts on their health, slowly hurting them from the inside out. It's time for junk food to be removed from our schools, freeing our youth from poor nutritional habits, childhood obesity, and risk factors for cardiovascular disease. Hi, my name's Jonathan Arellano, and in order to fully communicate the severity of this issue, I'd like to discuss some of the facts about junk food in school and how it's affecting our youth. The first issue junk food in schools contributes greatly to is poor nutritional habits. This is due to its overwhelming availability to our youth. A 2005 study done by the Prevention Institute of Oakland, California, suggests that with school breakfast and lunch programs available, children can get up to 50% of their daily nutritional intake from schools, making them prime targets for companies that market sugar-filled drinks and empty-calorie snacks. The study also indicates that nearly half of all school-age children can afford to buy junk food in their schools, and that 68% of those who can afford to drink sugar-filled beverages on a daily basis, possibly leading to conditions of prediabetes. Junk food in schools is not only causing poor nutritional habits, but it's also contributing to childhood obesity. According to the CDC, childhood obesity is becoming an epidemic, with the number of cases of child obesity doubling for young children and rising almost 3 times what it was for adolescents 30 years ago. In 1980, the percentage of obese children ages 6 to 11 years old was 7%, which rapidly increased in number to a massive 18% by 2010. The number of obese adolescents aged 12 to 19 was 5% in 1980, and that increased to an astounding 18% in the same amount of time. As you can see by adding the latest information of childhood obesity from the CDC, 1/3 of our school-aged children are obese. Not only has junk food in schools caused poor nutrition and obesity, but it's also attacking our youth at their very hearts at this moment. Junk food contributes to health effects that are not only long-term, but immediate, like high cholesterol and high blood pressure. The CDC states in a population-based sample of 5 to 17-year-olds of obese youth, at least one of these 2 factors was present for cardiovascular disease. Armed with the facts of what junk food is doing to the health of our nation's school-age youth, it's time we get junk food out of our schools and get back to the basics of nutrition. With junk food out of our schools, we can have healthy children. We, as a nation, will be able to ensure our children grow up with proper nutrition from whole grains, fruits, meats, and vegetables, like many of us had when we were young, and not the processed, artificially flavored items that junk food manufacturers are trying to shove down kids' throats today. In order for our children to enjoy healthy food options and get junk food out of our schools, the time to take action is now. I urge you to get involved with your local school or school district and let them know that you care about the nation's youth and want to get the junk food out of schools. Take part in school meetings to voice your opinions. Get involved with local groups that promote healthy eating for children. If you have children, send them to school with healthy snacks, lunches, and drinks to promote good nutrition. In closing, if we all do our part to rid our schools of junk food, we'll be able to free our youth from poor nutritional habits, childhood obesity, risk factors for cardiovascular disease, and provide a brighter, healthier future. Thank you.